واو، السمع حكاية.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
هناك أحد آخر لنكمل عملية الفرز.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
اجلس. القبعة. مرحبا، كيف أخباركم؟ إن شاء الله تكونوا بخير، إن شاء الله تكونوا دايما سعيدين يا رب، إن شاء الله تكونوا دايما مبسوطين، وإن شاء الله إنه يعجبكم هذا الفيديو. ويلا نبدأ. القبعة.
certain
يأتي الشخص إلى هنا
expectation.
بتفضيلات وتحيزات.
توقعات معينة. توقع بقول نفس الشيء.
لا يمكنني أن أنتظر حتى تبدأ الدراسة، أطلع لبدء الاستكشاف.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Interesting.
أما
You
مثير
recently
للاهتمام.
learned that you possess a rare ability.
قراءة واضحة وعدم.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
منزل سليذر والمعرفة بالدهاء والطموح والتعطش للسلطة. ليش
أنا جابولي الأحمر.
أنا جابولي الأخضر.
جابولي الأحمر كأنه. أيوة أنا بدي البيت الأحمر بس.
اختار منزل مختلف. جابولي ايش؟
الأحمر.
يلا بختار ده، أنا
And
حبيت
you've a ready
الأزرق.
mind, quick to learn.
أيوه.
You
دخول
belong
الفرز.
in Ravenclaw.
ريفن كلو. حلو حلو حلو. اوه هاري بوتر موجود.
لا لأن هذه اللعبة أساس.
Oh, and one more thing.
Okay.
Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
كنسلونا.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But
اوه
don't tempt me.
دون.
You are here to focus on your academic futures.
اوكي
I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
اوكي. شو نسوي؟
I
قبل المدرسة؟
said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
يعني مطرود. اوكي.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
ما هي إيش كلمة مرور حقك
As I was
الغرفة؟
saying, I'm
Get
Professor
this?
Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
الغرفة.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress,
والله
it is my
مثلاً
distinct honor
مثلاً.
to show you to
ما
your
قلت
common
لوكي
room.
لهناك تشوف الغرفة.
Right this way.
ده لسه توديني دحين.
وات؟
ليش انت قبلي؟
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter.
يتطلب
I won't
الدخول
be of much
حلو.
help, I'm afraid. This sort of
اوكي
thing
دحين
has always
جابني.
confounded me.
طالما ركبتني.
مرحبا فيهم.
Who lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
الشبح أما الروح الشريرة؟
A ghost or a poltergeist?
أربع سراير يا
A
مدبرين
non-being
مشتركة مع ناس.
can never have been.
لحظة، انتي متى دخلتي؟
إيش؟
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Sleep well. Thank you. Oh God. الله.
أكيد حيكون مكان عيشتي غير مكان عيشتك.
أتوقع لأن أنا اخترت الأزرق.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
أنا غرفتي لونها أزرق.
أنا كله أحمر.
أنا أزرق و حسي حق طالب مجتهد وسريري. لا 4. أقدر أطلع فوق. لا تقولوا لي لا. يقول لي أطلع من الغرفة. وش ذا؟ اوكي. طلعتي من الغرفة؟ طلعتي من الغرفة.
رحت المكان الغرفة المعيشة مشتهية فيها شيء.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Just brilliant. Wait for the right moment. I think you could.
Allah.
It's not how that.
Wow.
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
شو يسوي ذا؟ أبى أشوف.
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
أنا أشعر أن النجوم مثله.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. It sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Okay. Thank you. الله. هنا نرسم. وش المكان الحلو؟ يقول أروح أتحدث لعند هذا.
That's not right either.
أكيد. والله أنا جوعانة خانة.
نسوي حالها هذه.
أتحدث مع هذه.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it.
مين هم؟
Great golden gobstones. I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
No,
Professor Fig does know a great deal about different forms of magic.
يعني ما ينفع أقول لها ما أعرف من وأنا على أساس داخلية مسوية إنه أنا طالبة يعني.
رحتي يا أمي تكلمي الطلاب.
أيوة.
أول واحد وش كان يسوي؟
كان يشوف من هذا نشوف من الشباك.
والثاني؟
عند النبتة.
حقي مجاني، هذاك مسوي خلطات وجالس بيشربهم. بعدين قال لي إنه مدري الأستاذ هذا ما بيقدر موهبته وإبداعه. ثاني واحدة فوق الدفاية.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't
لا
it?
أنا في واحدة عندي تطيح عشان حقتها النبتة. في واحد
We've a
يشوف
full plot of these little fellows back home.
النجوم.
I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
أنت شعبها في الجيولوجيا.
الفريق المفكر وأنا الفريق
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlic,
معنا
encourages it.
أستاذة خلينا
And I
نزرع.
don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
أوه حلو.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
مين باقي؟ في واحد كلهم جالسين محترمين يا ربي. محترمين هذول.
Wait for the right moment.
هذه حقت النار. يقول لي أتكلم مع هذا أنا أتحدث إلى أيوه. هذا إيش فيه؟ شوف الساعة كأنه.
One moment. Watch this.
لدي عرض مذهل. واي يا آية. المهبول ردم شيء معفن.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
أنا أتطلع اليوم الأول.
I'm glad to be here, ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
أستاذ تنتظرني؟
لا احنا جينا من الصبح.
وش ذا؟ يقول لي أروح يمين يسار أروح يمين يسار. يستهبل هو.
أي.
ها؟
جاءت الأستاذة اللي تقول لك راح يشوفوا خبراتك.
ايوه هو الأستاذ أصلا تنتظرني بس لا تسأليني فين لأني ما أدري.
ما شاء الله شو الخريطة طيب؟
يمكن تحت. أوكي السهم قاعد يقول لي تحت وأنا صاملة.
ما شاء الله.
سهم ينطق يقول تحت يا بنت. Okay.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
طيب قاعد أمشي لازم.
من أنتي وما تتصايحين.
Here you are.
مع الأستاذة دي.
جابت لك كتاب. يا سلام.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Okay, يا ويلي 5 سنين لازم أدرسها في سنة واحدة.
Exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the
ما أعرف
test.
لوفيليو. لحظة.
تروحي آية رحتي ورا الأستاذة.
This way.
تشوفني.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
اوكي. اتأكد اني انا انزل.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
اوكي.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
تبيني احط السحر.
ما نقدر
صفحة الدليل الميداني. إيقاع تمثال نسي الذي تم إنشاؤه تكريما لمنزل رافين كلو في برج إيف. اوكي.
لا.
تم فتح تحدي الدليل الميداني للتوعية وتقدم. اوكي. فتح الدليل الميداني. اوكي. اوه في باقي معي. فتحنا في باقي معي ذا في كده. اوكي.
ما شاء الله. اللوحة يعني ما شاء الله يعني.
صفحات الدليل الميداني.
اوكي شكرا.
اوكي.
تبع الدليل الميداني.
اوكي.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
داخل القلعة وخارجها. اوكي حلو. وين راح نروح؟
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
واو حلو.
Good timing. Perfect
فرعتيني.
opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
بشكل
Your
أسرع.
field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
القلعة المركزية تقول لي أدور القلعة المركزية. يا عاقل. يجب اختيار منطقة الدرج الكبير في القلعة. مركزية. فتحت أستاذة ويلز من أجلك. يجب استخدام تدوير الخريطة. أوكي. انتقل. الله دقيقة انتقلت أنا دحين من
And here we
الخريطة.
are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
أوه.
غشاشين ملابسي وين؟
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
اوكي.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Do you think we'll learn how to do our Mortentia?
That should be all for now.
هذا كل شيء.
You'll be
يجب
expected
عليك
to
القلعة
attend
من
both
صفاء التعويض
charms and
والدفاع
defense against the
ضد
dark arts classes
فنون
today.
الظلام اليوم.
And I'd
أوكي.
like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
اوكي. ما المقصود بالدفاع؟
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs.
Ooh.
You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
المفروض ان انا اروح وراها عشان نروح الحصة وانا قاعدة العب مع القطة.
من جدك يا آية. حتى في اللعبة ما أنت منضبطة.
Can you tell me more about the defense against the dark arts?
اشرح الجواب.
Defense against the dark arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of defense against the dark arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
حلو. شكرا.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Okay. أخشى أنه لا يوجد المزيد.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
أيوة هو علمني إني ما
Speak of the
أتكلم.
devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
ودحين هو راح
Good luck
يعلمنا.
today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
أنت خلصتي
And
تشرح لك.
invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
اوكي. آية أنتي ما تكلمتي معاها عشان تشرح لك إيش راح تاخذين من حصص؟
هي قلتنا راح أتعلم.
جاء الرجال ذاك الشايب اللي معاك من أول.
لا لسه.
أنتي شكلك سويتي لها سكيب لأني جات. الكتاب جاء هذا بس أنا ما أبغى أتكلم معاه.
لسه ما أتوقع وصلنا ذيك المرحلة.
أنتي إيش تسوين؟ هذا ياخذ كتب. كان في يدك كتب ذا شفتهم مجانين هذولي. الرجوع إلى ساحة المهام. أنت إيش تسوين يا آية؟
أتكلم معنا.
اوكي أنا قاعدين يصرخون علي ارجع لمكان أتكلم مع هذا.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
ما سمعتي كان صحيحا.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
اوكي يقول افتح الخريطة. اوكي هذا الشعار يمثل المهام الرئيسية. أكمل المهام الرئيسية تزيد من تقدم أحداث القصة ويفتح سمات جديدة. أوكي بعض الوجبات مكفولة بتعويض ومتطلبات مستوى. تلك حاجة بلغة مستوى مطلوبة تعويض. أوكي اوكي، يعني عشان يصير اقدر افتح بعض المستويات لازم اخلص مهمات اللي تجيبها الأستاذة. يعني أنا هربت من المدرسة، جيت هنا في مدرسة.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
حمسوني أروح الحصة. تم إنجاز المهمة. مرحبا فيه البوصلة. اوكي، فتحوا لي بوصلة. الله، طلعت برا. واو، المكان برا حلو.
يا
ها
لما كلمتك على أساس تحمي نفسك من الأسود وكذا، انت اخترتي تخليها على شيء.
احمي نفسي من وش؟
هذا السحر الظلام.
لا، ما سألتني ذا السؤال.
جدا
كانت بتسألني انه انت شكلك دخلت الحصة.
ما دخلت الحصة لسه، بتكلم مع
اوكي، انا دخلت الحصة اتوقع. هذا كله ما لقيت. اوش
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso.
Oh!
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
ما دافع على نفسك.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle.
لنبدأ بأمر صغير.
Let's practice what we've just learned.
Okay.
Starting with something small.
اوكي، وشو؟ لا تختاروني أنا، لا. اوكي، جابت لنا شو اسمه. اوه، ليفيوسو. اوكي.
Levioso.
ليفيوسو. الله.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
شيء أكبر بقليل.
يمي، رحتي انتي لخزانتك؟
ايه. ها؟
رحتي انتي لخزانتك؟
لا، رحت الفصل. قالوا لي اروح الفصل، في معي حصة. اوكي. دوري. ماي جاد، جاء دوري. اوكي.
Let us begin with the basic
دعينا نبدأ
cast.
بالتعويذة الأساسية. اوكي.
See how the dummy deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast.
السيطرة ايش؟ ليفيوسو. لا تأخرت. اوكي.
Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast.
اي
Well done.
قاعد تدربني على
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling.
على دمية. جابت لي دمية أتدرب معاها.
Duelists, take your marks.
المدرسة.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso,
مباراة. أوكي.
basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Yeah, oh shit, man.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive.
لا.
How's the view?
Rather good at this, aren't you?
There you go. I know.
أيوه.
Good form.
إيه قمل.
This can't be your first duel.
I do enjoy life duel.
قمل. إيه.
All of my students were this adept. Anticipate your opponent's next move.
ايوه انا اجلدك انا
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is
حصتي
any
الأولى
indication,
معقولة.
we can expect great things from you. I demand.
ايش قلتي؟
حاولنا نتدرب مع واحد.
ايوه انا كمان دحين شو اسمه، هي الأستاذة جابت لك واحد صح؟ ايه.
From my students, they are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
من أي ناحية؟ لقد كان لي حصتي من المبارزات. لا.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
ما هو ذاك
Be
قال لي ما
coy if you
أتكلم.
like, but I know better. Magic requires intention
النية
and talent.
والموهبة.
You know,
عرف إني كذابة.
you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
أوه. يبدو مثير هذا الاهتمام حلو.
Exclusive and unsanctioned.
صريحة وغير مصرح بها.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
Ooh.
Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
إلى اللقاء. زعلان مني. كم ينجز مهمة. خف الدفاع ضد القانون. القانون الله وش ذا القانون؟ هذا نقدر نتكلم معه ولا لأنه ما هو من حصتي؟ من فصلي أوكي. الدرس الثاني فات. الأستاذة لساتها جوا. وش تسوي ذي؟ هم قالوا أقدر أروح للمكان من دون ما أتنقل، بس أنا أبى أتنقل. أمشي. المكان مرة حلو.
في واحد بيقول لي إن في مباراة غير مصرحة لا، يعني شكله شيء يكسر القلب.
ايوه نفسي قال لي نفس الشيء ذا.
وافقت أنا.
ايه هو حيقول لك انه اوقات لازم تكسرين القواعد عشان تسوين اللي تبينه.
إيه
تكليف.
عشان تفيدي.
تحرك ذا.
هذا بيجيب لي العيد.
اي والله انه تحرك. هذا ما تحرك. وين الحصة؟ اوكي الحصة لساتها فوق. ما عاد في مكان نطلع. في مكان يجني. ايش في؟ يتضربون يا جنيات، يتضربون مدري يصبح. بالله يموتون ضحك. اتوقع اني
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
واو المكان ذا تحسوني كأنه حقة اذكياء
مرة.